Bismillah walhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah. In the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most beneficent, the most merciful, all praise is due to Allah, the Lord and cherisher of the entire universe, and may His peace and salutations be upon our noble Prophet, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, his wives, his children, his family, his companions, and whomsoever follows all of them in righteousness till the day of judgment to come. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Once again, I'm here this year, and the purpose of me being here is not that of a guest. Rather, I consider myself as a family member of Jami'a Binoria, and with that said, more so like a host. And what excites me, very much so, is what I've seen as far as progress is concerned in the past year. How both the sons, Mufti Na'man Na'im and Shaykh Farhan Na'im, the sons of my Shaykh Mufti Muhammad Na'im rahimahullah, who was my teacher, my mentor, my backbone, my support, my well-wisher, how they have carried on his legacy after his demise in a very beautiful way. When I was seeing earlier here today the presentation on the reforms taking place at Jami'a Binoria Alamiya, it brought to me a sense of relevance. How Jami'a Binoria, when it was foreseen by their father, wanted to remain as a mainstream institution in society, wanted to remain as an institution which is relevant to the times it lives in. And seeing the reforms, whether those reforms be in the management side of things or on the education side of the things. As you've heard today from Shaykh Farhan Na'im's presentation, the management reforms that have taken place over the years here at Jami'a Binoria are just mind-boggling, right? Everything from finance to HR to establishing and developing a learning management system, implementing a revolutionary HR system which probably does not exist in religious seminaries except here at Jami'a Binoria. All these reforms taking place brings me and gives me a sense of confidence in both of these brothers who are leading this reformation. Likewise, what we heard and saw and witnessed here today as far as the reforms and taking place when it comes to education, right? What we are doing here at Jami'a Binoria when it comes to education, it is not innovation, rather it is renovation. It is not tabdi', rather it is tajdid. Why? So we can remain relevant. Because Jami'a Binoria, when they say it is alamiya, an international institution, it's not because there are international students studying here from 54 different countries. It's an international institution because its graduates and alumni are serving in over 100 countries around this world. That's what makes Jami'a Binoria Alamiya. And today we heard and we witnessed and we saw a great achievement that was many months in the working. As Mufti Abdul Rahim duly noted, that this recognition by the Higher Education Commission of Pakistan, recognizing the Dini Asnad, the religious degrees and diplomas that are granted by Jami'a Binoria and that will be granted to all of these graduates here today, are finally recognized. When these graduates go back to their own respective countries, that country's government and education system will recognize their education. They will not tell them to go back and start from ground zero, but rather they can carry on into master's and PhD degrees in their own respective countries. When I came here 33 years ago in 1989, that recognition did not exist. That recognition by the Higher Education Commission of Pakistan did not exist in 1989. Even when I graduated from here in 1997, over 24 years ago, that recognition still did not exist. When I went back, I had to start college over again. But now, this achievement of being recognized by HEC is monumental. It is a momentous, historical achievement in the history of Jamia Binoria. And then you witness as well the MOU that was signed by the hands of the rector of the Islamic International University in Islamabad, granting a mutual understanding between both institutions when graduates from here that will go. I know there are 2-3 American students amongst the graduates, and I'm very excited for them that they will go back and they will have these opportunities where they can build upon what they gained here at Jamia Binoria. Alhamdulillah, when I came here 33 years ago and now looking where Jamia Binoria was then and where it is now, it is a source of pride for me. It gives me so much elation and satisfaction to see the manifestation of one man's vision coming to fruition, right? And that was our spiritual father, Mufti Muhammad Naeem, may Allah be pleased with him. He has left, but the effort he made in his short life, many people do not make that type of effort and achieve the heights that he had achieved in multiple lifetimes. Then this was only because of one thing, because that man was sincere. And I see the glimpses of that sincerity in his 2 sons. And alhamdulillah, this is why I am committed. There are many things that both Na'man and Farhan, Mufti Na'man and Shaykh Farhan cannot talk about. And they are shy to talk about. And that's why I don't feel shy to speak on their behalf. Just in the past year, many of you may not know about this, but there are also other renovations taking place here at Jamia Binoria, something that I'm personally involved with the construction projects, with the renovation of the masjids. And now, inshallah, in a few weeks, there will be a world-class renovation project taking place in the Darul Ifta, where inshallah by next Shawwal, there will be a state-of-the-art Darul Ifta, and it will be servicing people's queries from all over the world. Inshallah, that project is soon to begin in a few weeks' time. And then another announcement that has been in the works for the past year. Inshallah, have you all seen the only portion of the land which is undeveloped? आप सब ने देखा होगा कि एक खड्डा है वहाँ उस दूसरी वाली ज़मीन में. और इंशाअल्लाह पिछले 1 साल से हम लोग एक मेहनत कर रहे हैं नोमान और फरहान की क़ियादत में कि उस खड्डे में एक वर्ल्ड क्लास बिल्डिंग बनाई जाए. इंशाअल्लाह आज सुबह हमने उसकी इफ्तिताह की है. अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह वहाँ एक 16 से 18 मंजिलों का एक नई इमारत जाएगी. ये एक बहुत ही इम्तियाजी बिल्डिंग होगी जो बहुत ख़ास है. And this building has been in the works for a year. We've had an international firm design this building, and today it gave me a source of pride and elation that we had guests here from South Africa, and there was a delegation of 16 people who took it upon themselves to help support the construction of this new building. And the purpose of this new building is a new building for the foreign students of Jamia Binoria. This will house residents, over 600 new students from foreign students across the world. It will have 5 stories of classrooms and a library and what have you. And today, at the hands of this noble, most honorable delegation from South Africa, we did the groundbreaking ceremony this morning today. And this was done solely by the efforts of Mufti Nomaan Naeem and Shaykh Farhan Naeem, with everybody who has been sincerely supporting them till now. As you know, their father was a very powerful man, very influential, any and every adjective you can think of was befitting of Mufti Naeem rahimahullah. And this past year has been very tough for both of these 2 sons. I know it, because sitting all the way in Los Angeles, we talk at least 6 to 7 times a week, constantly messaging all the hardships they've been going through, other people giving them a hard time, unfortunately at times. So I urge you all to support them, be at their sides, help them through this transitional phase, so they can continue to not only complete the dream of their father, but further his dream, further his legacy. And then inshallah you will still see the benefits of this institution. Last but not least, what sets Jamia Binoria Alamiya apart from other institutions that I'm aware of and I've visited around the globe is that Jamia Binoria believes in human capital. It believes in human capital. It believes in investing itself in the development, in the holistic development of its students. And that's what Jamia Binoria taught me. How to invest ourselves, how to give ourselves, how to sacrifice, how to give preference to others over yourself. Because we saw this in the living example of Mufti Na'im, rahimahullah. So this is something which is very unique. And as I conclude, my advice to the graduating class of 2022, to build upon what everyone else has said here today, is that don't be shy of your achievement. Keep your heads high. Serve your deen. Allah has chosen you for His deen. Whether it requires you to teach, whether it requires you to broom or mop, we do whatever it takes as Binorians. Binorians do whatever it takes to further the cause of deen, not to further ourselves, right? Be sacrificial in your lives. Give preference to others. Be sincere and steadfast, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will accept you. And what amazed me during the interviews before or after Maghrib Salah is that if you heard from all the people who were interviewed amongst the graduates here today, they all said that we are going to go back to our countries and make institutions and branches of Jamia Binoria there. जब हर किसी तालिब इल्म से पूछा गया था आज इंटरव्यू करने वाले से कि आप क्या करेंगे अपने मुल्क में जाके वापस, तो उन सब ने कहा हम जामिया बिनोरिया की शाख बनाएंगे वहाँ, जामिया बिनोरिया की शाख बनाएंगे वहाँ. जिस तरह डॉक्टर मोहम्मद सरवद्दा ने कहा अस्लुहा थाबितुन व फरउहा फिस समा, अस्लुहा थाबितुन हुना फी कराची व फरउहा फिस समा, यानी फिल आलम जमीअ इंशाअल्लाह. The root of Jamia Binoria is here in Karachi, but the branches spread throughout the world. And one such branch exists in Los Angeles, California, the Institute of Knowledge, IOK in Diamond Bar. I invite you all, please come and visit and see the branch of Jamia Binoria there and see the work that's taking place. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept from all of you coming here today. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala strengthen the shoulders and the backs of my two brothers, Mufti Nomaan Naeem and Shaykh Farhan Naeem. They know, and everyone else know, wherever they are, inshallah, they will find me behind them, supporting them, doing whatever it takes to further the legacy of our dear Shaykh, their father, my spiritual father, Mufti Naeem, rahimahullah. Once again, thank you once again, and it wasn't befitting for me to speak amongst so many ulama here today, but I took this as a order from my younger brothers to say a few words. Inshallah, after me we have the dynamic speakers in Mufti Tariq Masood here and Shaykh Muhammad Banker, who will inshallah speak after me and inspire us all, and inshallah we'll have a concluding dua at the end. Jazakumullahu khairan wa assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.